loves, it's your girl DeeDee. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another reaction video. Now this comes from Pastor Keion Henderson. He's getting backlash because he asked his church members to collectively donate about $4.4 million to help rebuild his church. Claims the Lord gave him that number. So baby, we're gonna get into the video. Definitely chime in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. If you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. Share and like the video and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Here we go.
That we were going to start over. And yet again, I believe God said, Keion, your faith was too small. So let me blow the building down so you can build what I put in your heart. God gave me a vision and he said we can do it in 21 days. I'm asking 2,100 people to give $2,100 in the next 21 days. I'd ask 2,100 people to give $2,100.
Now let me stop there because he's going to kind of backtrack this a little bit. For any pastor or anybody in this economy to be asking people for $2,100 is a lot. People are struggling. People are struggling to put food on their tables. People are struggling to maintain. Why would anybody in their right mind think that it's okay to ask people in this economy for any kind of money when people need help themselves? This is very disingenuous, and to also blame it on God and say this was God gave you a number to ask these people this money is still ridiculous. Americans are tired of everybody looking for them to fix their problems, but nobody can fix theirs. Can the church give back to the community for once? Can you start giving the people $2,100 to help them with groceries and building expenses and rent and mortgages and things like that? When storms hit these places, I don't ever see the churches giving money to the people to say, here, we're going to help y'all rebuild y'all house. Why doesn't the churches get together and help people struggling in this economy? The church and the pastors always need money and always look to the people who are struggling, who barely make a lot of money in their congregations. A lot of the congregation is filled with people who are not rich. These people are average earners. They don't make a lot of money, but they always putting them to the task using God to get this money from these people. It's ridiculous. But let's go ahead and see what he had to say, because he kind of backtracked a little bit. Let's see what he's saying.
The newspaper did the math and they said Pastor Henderson asked his 20,000 members for $4.4 million. Let me even make sure that that's what it equals, because I hadn't even done the math yet. Yeah, it's 4.4. I hadn't done the math. It was what God had given me. What I forgot to do, that I'm going to do right now, is remind myself that everybody doesn't have $2,100. And the Lord convicted me on that. And I went back and I prayed about it. And I want to apologize for not offering an opportunity for people who don't have it like that. Everybody doesn't have $2,100. The Lord said, but somebody has $21. And if you go back and read the article, they'll tell you that the building was $20 million. So what does $4 million do when you have a $20 million problem?
Well, you know, it gives you $4 million to put towards it. A building costs $20 million to rebuild. Why would you think that people can afford to even give anything towards that? Why is it always on the people to help rebuild something that you decided to create? People don't have money like that to give. And if they have it, they need to save it for their families. People are tired of giving to the church building fund. Every time something happens to church, is the people are asked to rebuild it and refix it when they don't get the same support. They can't go to the church and get support from the pastor. They just can't do it. We got to stop with this and stop using God to try to get money. I don't care if it's $21, $25, $28. I don't care. That's $28 that people need to keep in their pockets because things are expensive. And nobody's out here helping them with their expenses, not even the churches. And as much as churches try to say, oh, we help with the, feeding, you usually, look, I've been a part of church. I know how it goes. They get the people of the church still to help feed the other people outside the church. Like it's not much from my experience that the churches are giving back to the community based on what they've gotten from the community. A lot of these big churches, mega churches, have gotten millions and millions and millions of dollars from the people. But people cannot go to them and help get money to help pay their mortgages or help them with light bills and rent and things of that nature. They do not give back the way that they've been given. And it wouldn't take as much to help a lot of the people in those surrounding communities who have given to these churches for years and made them millionaires. It wouldn't take much for them to help a lot of the people in the communities. It wouldn't even take millions and millions and millions of dollars to help people with utility bills or groceries or light bills or help them with money towards their rent. It wouldn't even take as much to help a lot of the people in the communities, because these people don't live in extravagant houses. These people don't make a whole lot of money. You know, when I see stuff like this, it's just mind-boggling to me, because this whole idea that God gave you these numbers and God told you to ask these people who are struggling for any kind of money is insane to me. A lot of these churches are benefiting off of these people and just getting richer and richer and richer. You know, it's funny because a lot of people was in the comments saying, hey, get your wife to pay for it. You know, they were even saying, look, get Shaq to pay for it. Her ex-husband, he got it. Won't you get it from them? They seem to be rich and got all this business going. Why do y'all need to ask people to help y'all with this? Y'all got it, right? Why do other people have to help you rebuild your establishment? And the reason they think that is because they know people are gullible and people buy into it and think that God is really telling these people to do this. And they just go in and start giving off the money that they have, knowing they're barely making it themselves. These people are driving all kind of expensive cars, living in expensive houses, and they want the average working person to come and give them money to further their agenda. It's insane to me, child. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm not with it. I am not with this whatsoever. I just think that it's taking advantage of people who don't have money like that. While they sitting up and can brag about what they have, and their children are fine. Their children have money. They have what they need. And the average Americans are out here struggling. And somebody with money is always asking the average citizens to give. And now for your church, it's just ridiculous. And I thought this was over with. I didn't know people were still asking the folks to help them buy churches, help them rebuild churches, help them buy planes. All this is ridiculous. So listen, that's my take on it. I want to know what y'all think of it. Make sure you leave your comments in the comment. I want to know, do y'all think God spoke to him and told him he needed 4.4 million from Americans? From the average working church members of society? You think that God is asking him to ask these people who are struggling to pay their bills and keep groceries for their families to raise 4.4 million? And 4.4 million is a lot. That 4.4 million could have been raised to help the people in the community who really need it. Not for a church to rebuild a church building, but to help these people feed their families and pay their rent, their utilities and things of that nature. Their rising rent. You could have used that money to help a whole bunch of people in the community. This is just insane to me, but baby, that's just my take on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.